Thanks for joining us on WTOL 11 Plus for this quick weather update. Let's get right over to meteorologist Kaylee Bowers. Kaylee, we've had a sunny stretch, or at least a sunny Friday. What can people expect today and into this weekend?
Yeah, Sophia, we're tracking some more sunshine on the way. So any weekend plans you do have, we're going to continue to see those bright blue skies. Hey, good Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day you're watching us right now on YouTube and also on WTOL 11 Plus. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And yeah, I'm joining you guys on the weekend for this weekend. Going to be a beautiful weekend for sure. This is what to expect. Look at this live view over downtown Toledo. The blues, the yellows, the oranges, the pinks. Seeing that sunrise that's happening. Actually, it happened about 15 minutes ago. Our sunrise getting later and later, and our sunset getting earlier and earlier. Our sunrise for this morning was right around 7:43, but our sunset, yeah, we're seeing our last 7 o'clock sunsets right now, right around 7 p.m. for this evening. So yeah, I can't believe it. The fact that we're already in the middle of October and we're seeing our last 7 o'clock sunsets, man, where has the time gone? But how about this? We are seeing temperatures fairly seasonal in the upper 60s for this afternoon. This is what we should be for the middle of October, and we'll see on and off clouds and clear skies. But you can see right now over downtown Toledo, those bright blue skies. The clouds will continue to increase as we go on throughout the afternoon and throughout the evening, but don't get excited because we're not tracking any rain in the forecast, unfortunately, for the next few days. And I say unfortunately because it's been dry. We're in a very severe drought right now. We need the rain. The farmers need the rain. The crops, the plants need the rain. And we're not tracking any rain showers. But today, it's a big day for Rockets and Falcons fans. It's the Battle of I-75. And I'll tell you what, the forecast couldn't be better. At least that's what I think as far as college football weather goes. We're seeing highs this afternoon in the upper 60s. There's that slight increase in clouds. Now kickoff time, it's a noon kickoff, so a little bit more early for some folks, but I guarantee it's going to be beautiful. On and off clouds and sunshine throughout the afternoon. So as kickoff is happening right around noon, bright blue skies. Have the sunglasses, but also don't let these cooler-ish temperatures deceive you still. You want to have the sunscreen on for sure because those bright blue skies. But by the time the games will be wrapping up, on and off clouds and clear skies, there's that increase in clouds. Temperatures by then in the mid 60s and staying in the mid to upper 60s. And then by 5 o'clock, we'll see more clouds rather than sunshine. But let us know over online. Also on the chat right now if you're watching. Are you a Rockets fan or are you a Falcons fan? Who are you cheering for? And by the way, they're playing in the Doit. They're playing in BG this year. So it's back and forth every year. But yeah, Battle I-75, can't believe it's already that time of year. And maybe you're not a Rockets fan or a Falcons fan, but you're a Buckeye fan or a Wolverine fan. As far as the game day forecast goes for both of these teams, they're both away games. Ohio State going to Illinois, Champaign, Illinois. It's a noon kickoff as well. Sunshine, temperatures a little bit cooler there, but still fairly seasonal for folks in Illinois. Temperatures by kickoff time in the low 60s. Now Michigan traveling way out west, playing USC, taking on the Trojans. It's a 7:30 kickoff Eastern time, but since, California's a few hours behind, it's actually an earlier kickoff out there, but they're seeing still sunny skies and temperatures by kickoff in California in the low 70s. So it is dry for sure. But let's bring it back a little bit closer to home. Pull out your smartphone, scan that QR code where you can see your pet's photo right here on WTOL 11, also on WTOL 11 Plus. That QR code will take you to my Facebook page, and I'll let you know when your pet's photo can be right here on WTOL 11, also on WTOL 11 Plus. You already know. Another green pog kind of day, tracking those bright blue skies, that increase in clouds this afternoon. Look at this. We're seeing the moon icon now for the 7 p.m. slot right there. I mean, in a few weeks, we'll be seeing our 6:30 sunset, and then daylight saving time happens. I'm getting ahead of myself, but yes, beautiful to get outside and walk the pup for today. Going to be wonderful. Got two sweet, adorable little pups I want to showcase with you. We have Simon and Theodore. Their dad says that they're twins from the litter. I mean, just absolutely so cute. I love them. They're just so tiny, and they're just like, oh, look, their little bandanas too as well. But yes, get outside with the pups for today. Going to be a good day. Now tonight, very similar to what we saw last night as far as temperatures go. Dropping back down, actually will be below average. We'll be in the mid 40s by tomorrow morning with on and off clouds and clear skies. Yeah, it's going to be another cooler-ish start to the day, but we're not tracking near as cold temperatures as what we saw Friday morning. We have no frost advisories in place for us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, but another cool start to the day. Here's a look at your weekend forecast. Upper 60s on and off clouds and clear skies for today. A sunny Sunday is in the forecast and seeing those temperatures climb back up to the low 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Pinpoint your hometown, this is what to expect for the rest of the day. It will eventually be warming back up. Here's right around lunchtime, upper 50s, low 60s. Here comes that increase in clouds later on this evening into those nighttime hours. You can see it's not a lot. It's not lasting a super long time. Eventually, we'll be seeing those mostly clear skies throughout tonight. By tomorrow morning, clear skies, temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Luckily, it's warm enough that we don't have that chance for frost, and then eventually warming back up to the upper 60s and the low 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Still, that mixture of sunshine and clouds, but eventually a few clouds will increase late Sunday night and early Monday morning. Then heading out the door for Monday morning, whatever your plans may be, school, work, errands, fairly mild by 8 o'clock, seeing those temperatures back in the low 50s, and we'll continue to see that warm up back to the upper 60s, low to mid 70s, and still more sunshine is on the way. So I mentioned our sunset. Our last 7 o'clock sunset, depending on where you're located, is either last night or it could be tonight. Again, just depends on where you are, the further west versus the further east you are. But regardless, our last 7 o'clock sunset is happening this weekend. And throughout the month of October, we're losing anywhere between about 2 minutes and 45 seconds worth of daylight to about 2 minutes and 30 seconds worth of daylight. But I also mentioned our sunset by the end of October, Halloween, will be right around 6:30. Still can't believe that. And then the next day, well, Saturday into Sunday is daylight saving time. Our sunset will be an hour earlier. We fall back, we lose that hour of daylight, but I mean, we gain that hour of sleep at least, but I can't believe it. Seems like we just did this for spring. Anyways, I'm going on a rant here. Let me show you the rest of the forecast here. We are tracking the tropics. We saw subtropical storm Karen yesterday. That has now weakened. We are not tracking Karen anymore, but we are tracking tropical storm Jerry. You can see it rotating right there in the Atlantic, and it's still way off the Florida coast. As far as Jerry's track goes, very similar to the past few tracks we've seen, traveling north and then taking a sharp right turn. Jerry, at least as of now, it's just staying a tropical storm before weakening to a tropical depression later on into next week. But this is the only named system we're watching right now. But the next system will be L. It'll be Lorenzo, and then Melissa, and then Nestor will be our 3 next named storms if we happen to see more named storms in the Atlantic for the 2025 hurricane season. So we have the hurricanes this time of year. We also have the leaves changing. Our latest fall foliage map, this is what we're looking at across the country. Look at that. Some places right along the U.S.-Canada border, right along the Rockies, are already at that peak color, if not even almost past peak. But looking a little bit closer to us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, we're starting to see a little bit of that low color, but traveling west over towards the Cleveland area, Youngstown, Akron. You can see just east of Central Ohio, hey, down towards Athens County, OU, my alma mater, the Hocking Hills area. Starting to see some of that moderate color. If you're seeing some beautiful leaves, send in those photos to the WTOL 11 weather app. We love to show them both on air and also online. I mean, it's just so pretty, right? Now, as far as our leaves go, yes, this is what we are seeing right now. What we typically see, when we typically see the leaves change, it depends on where you are in the state of Ohio, but most of the state, typically late October is when we see our peak color, but you can see a few places in central and southwest or southeastern Ohio, typically mid-October, but within the next few weeks, we will start to hit that peak coloring. I can't believe it. How many times am I going to say this in this video? So we also have this drought that we're dealing with. This is not improved at all. We're tracking 2 counties down in southern Ohio, not under any type of drought, but everywhere else across the state under either a dry to an extreme drought. And for most of us in Northwest Ohio, under that extreme drought indicated by that shade of red. I mean, this goes all the way from Norwalk all the way over towards the Fort Wayne area, several counties under a very extreme drought. Now our drought monitor, it comes down every Thursday morning. So when we meet next week, we'll keep you updated as we see, okay, is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? And as far as the extended forecast goes, we're not really tracking any rain. So I have a feeling, unfortunately, this red is going to get bigger and bigger. But widening out the bigger picture, every single state in the continental United States under some kind of drought. I mean, you can see there's a big old area that's not under a drought, but there's a few isolated areas in each state in the Central Plains, at least under a dry drought. But yeah, I haven't seen the drought this bad for us here in Ohio in a very long time. Switching gears here though, we're in meteorological fall. We've been in meteorological fall for over a month. We're almost halfway through meteorological fall. Today's October 11th. October 15th is halfway through meteorological fall, and by then our average high is around 85 degrees. Just think back to September 1st where that average high was 82, but let's look ahead. Right after Halloween, November 1st, our average high around 58 degrees, and then the end of November, 45 degrees is our average high by then. And remember, meteorological fall goes from September 1st to November 30th, and then after that, meteorological winter will begin. It's just an easier way for us to keep track as far as data and records go if we keep with the months rather than what you see on the calendar. That's astronomical fall, winter, summer, spring, etc. But it's feeling and looking a lot like fall regardless. We're seeing temperatures pretty seasonal, upper 60s today, so we should be for this time of year, but warming up. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, highs are back in the low 70s, low 60s return Wednesday and Thursday, and then next week, or the end of next week into the weekend, we're going to be above average, upper 60s, low 70s, fairly mild weekend, very similar actually to what we're seeing for today, just kind of mirror of each other, upper 60s, low 70s. And then next Monday, back to those seasonal temperatures with highs in the mid 60s. But looking to our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook from October 19th to October 25th, you can tell I'm still thinking summer a little bit, because it's going to be feeling a little bit like summer, seeing temperatures above average, warming up. And remember, our average highs by then will be in the low to mid 60s. So we're going to be fairly mild for the second half of October. Things will be still fairly warm. If you love all this information, you can have it sent directly to your devices. Just search WTOL 11 Weather in the App Store. It's a free download and it's compatible with Apple and Google Play. There's so much wonderful information, including your interactive radar, your hour-by-hour forecast, your extended forecast, plus you can submit your photos and videos be showcased right here on WTOL 11 and also on WTOL 11 Plus. Speaking of videos, how about personalized weather forecast videos sent from us here on the weather team directly to your devices? So go check that out. Something else to check out, Toledo's #1 digital weather show, Off the Radar. Hosted by myself and meteorologist Ryan Weekman. This week, us and the Radar Rangers, we were talking all things sweater weather. You know, I can't do the whole sweater weather thing. I'm not cool enough for that. I just can't do that. I knew our director Shay was going to be talking about that. I mean, there's Shay right there. She was having so much fun. I mean, we're all decked out in our pumpkin gear, our fall gear. But yes, it's a little bit sweater weather-ish. Anyways, Off the Radar, Toledo's #1 digital weather show. We are live every Wednesday at 10:15 on WTOL 11 Plus and also on YouTube. But you can watch it on your schedule, on demand on Fire Stick, Apple TV, and also on Roku. There's Shay right there. Look at her little pumpkin blanket. Shout out Shay. Also, she's directing this video right now, so thanks for your help this morning, Shay. Let's check out this holiday countdown because we're less than 3 weeks away until Halloween. 20 days. Also, 3 weeks from today is November 1st. Yeah, I just put that together. So less than 3 weeks until Halloween. 3 weeks from tomorrow is daylight saving time. We'll be changing our clocks 3 weeks from tonight. 22 days away. Thanksgiving is less than 7 weeks away. That average high by the end of November in the mid 40s, and we are 71 days away until the first day of winter. Do you see that right there? That average high, 38 degrees. Wow, I'm not ready for that, but also it's time. It's October, so we're gonna be seeing some more cooler temperatures as far as our lows go, but as far as our highs, still looking pretty mild. So today, looking and feeling a lot like October. Highs in the upper 60s. There's that increase in clouds for this afternoon. Now tomorrow morning we drop back down to the mid 40s. A sunny Sunday is on the way. Sunny and 70s are in the forecast for your Sunday. Monday, same exact thing. More sunshine, seeing highs in the low 70s. Same exact thing going on into Tuesday. Sunshine, low 70s, but then we cool down just a little bit. Wednesday, we drop down by about 10 degrees, highs by then in the low 60s, but more sunshine is on the way. Most this week looking to be fairly dry as more sunshine sticks around into Thursday, seeing temperatures in the low 60s. Now Friday, it's a very, very, very small chance for an isolated shower for some of us. Most of Friday will be dry for quite a few of us, but highs still then above average in the upper 60s. So we're staying comfortable, we're staying mild for the next week or so, but the next weekend, same exact things what we're seeing for this weekend. Sunshine, highs in the upper 60s and the low 70s. Again, don't get too excited because things could change, but day 10, the following Monday, finally seeing the chance for a few scattered showers possible and seeing temperatures in the mid 60s. So overall looking and feeling a lot like fall for us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan for the middle of October, which still can't believe it. But anyways, thanks for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Again, download the WTOL 11 weather app, but also you can download WTOL 11 Plus wonderful content on there, including Off the Radar and also Climate Friday. Go check those out and have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Also, go Rockets and go Falcons.